You've packed your bags, the tickets are printed, and there's that quiet flutter of excitement because this summer you're finally heading to Europe. But then, as you zip up your suitcase and glance in the mirror, something feels a little off. Not with your destination, not even with your outfit really, but with the way it all comes together. You're wearing your sensible sneakers, your anti-theft crossbody bag is already slung over your shoulder, and that sun hat you bought online, it's wide and stiff, just like the one every travel blogger swore by. But instead of looking relaxed and elegant, you suddenly feel like the most obvious tourist on the street. Not the graceful, curious woman you truly are. Just someone trying to survive a long walking tour in the heat. And the truth is, so many women fall into the same trap. Because we've been told comfort must come before beauty. That practicality leaves no room for elegance. But I want to challenge that. You can still feel safe, supported, and sun-protected without dressing like a walking travel ad. You can explore the world without hiding in oversized, awkward accessories. In this video, we'll look at the 5 most common travel accessories that unintentionally make women over 60 look like tourists, and how to swap them out for softer, smarter, and far more elegant choices. Let's travel light. Let's travel beautifully. Let's begin. 1. Let's begin with one of the most recognizable pieces of any tourist outfit, the bulky anti-theft crossbody bag. You've seen it everywhere, a thick, heavy strap that cuts across the chest, a rectangular shape that sits firmly on the hip, zippers hidden in secret folds, fabric that feels more like outdoor gear than a fashion accessory. Now don't get me wrong, these bags are practical. They make us feel safe when navigating unfamiliar cities. They give easy access to essentials. And for many women over 60, they seem like the logical, responsible choice. But here's the gentle truth. They often work against you, visually and emotionally. These bags can overwhelm your frame. They break the flow of your outfit. And instead of blending in or elevating your look, they send one very loud message. I'm a tourist, and not the glamorous kind. So what can we do instead? You don't need to sacrifice safety to regain your elegance. You just need to rethink what secure can look like. Start by choosing a structured leather crossbody or a sleek travel bag with refined details. Look for built-in RFID protection, smooth zippers, and quality materials that feel polished to the touch. A good bag doesn't have to scream safety, it can whisper confidence. Choose soft tones, blush, taupe, navy, or rich chocolate brown. These colors complement mature wardrobes beautifully and pair effortlessly with dresses, slacks, or a tailored blouse. Make sure the size is just right, large enough for your phone, wallet, passport, a small notebook, or cosmetic pouch, but not so large that it dominates your silhouette. And the strap? Adjust it to sit gently at the waist or high hip. Avoid letting it fall low across your body. That small change alone can lift your entire look. Modern brands now offer travel bags that are both beautiful and secure. Designers understand that women want both function and fashion, especially at our age. You'll find details like magnetic closures, discreet compartments, and buttery soft finishes that still protect your belongings without making you feel armored. Even better, these bags let your clothing shine. They frame your outfit instead of interrupting it. They move with you, not against you. And more importantly, they send a completely different message. I belong here. I move through the world with ease. I don't need to look like a traveler to know where I'm going. As women in our 60s and beyond, we've learned to carry our lives with grace. Our bag should reflect that. It should feel like an extension of who we are, calm, capable, and quietly radiant. So the next time you're packing for a trip, take a moment, look at your crossbody bag. Ask yourself, does this bag reflect the woman I've become? And if the answer is no, know that there are better, softer, more beautiful choices waiting for you. Let's move on to the next travel accessory that might be holding back your elegance, the stiff bucket hat. 2. Let's talk about something that's meant to protect but often ends up hiding our beauty, the bucket hat. It's practical. It shades the face. It folds easily into a travel bag. And many women over 60 bring it along with the best intentions. But here's the problem. Most bucket hats are made of thick canvas or stiff cotton. They sit heavily on the head with a flat crown and a straight downward brim. The effect? It pushes your facial features downward. It shortens your neck visually, and it draws the eye away from your smile, your eyes, and your natural expression. Instead of framing your face, it hides it. And the worst part? It instantly signals tourist mode. Especially when paired with large sunglasses and a bulky bag, The look becomes more functional than feminine, more survival gear than style. So what's the alternative? There are many. Let's start with the soft straw hat. A lightweight, breathable straw or raffia hat with a slightly wider, curved brim can do wonders. It provides the same sun protection, but in a shape that lifts and opens the face. It allows light to hit your cheekbones. It creates soft shadows instead of harsh ones, and it moves with the breeze, which gives your entire look a sense of ease and grace. Choose one with a rounded crown and a gently sloping brim, something that feels like it belongs at a garden cafe in Provence, not just a tourist kiosk in Venice. Another beautiful option, a packable fabric hat in linen or cotton blend, with soft folds and a flexible brim. Many of these hats can be rolled and tucked into a bag, but when worn, they look effortless. Some come with subtle chin ties or inner bands to adjust the fit without ruining the shape of your hairstyle. Color matters too. Opt for neutrals or earthy tones, soft beige, warm ivory, dusty rose, or even muted olive. Avoid loud patterns or stark black, which can harden the features. Lighter shades reflect sunlight back onto the face, creating a natural glow. You can even add a touch of elegance with a simple ribbon, a subtle bow, or a discreet brooch pinned to the side. These are small details, but they speak volumes. They say, I planned this look. I'm not just hiding from the sun, I'm stepping into it with intention. And one more thing to consider, hair visibility. A hat that allows some of your hair to peek through at the sides or below softens your profile and adds dimension. Especially if you wear glasses, this little detail can completely change how your face is perceived. So next time you reach for that stiff bucket hat, ask yourself, does this serve me or just cover me? Because a great hat shouldn't feel like armor. It should feel like a frame, delicate, open, and inviting. You deserve to feel beautiful, even on the sunniest day in the busiest square. Let your hat enhance your elegance, not hide it. Now that we've covered what's on your head, let's move down to what's on your feet, because the wrong pair of shoes can do just as much damage to your style, no matter how far you're walking. 3. Now let's talk about what might be the hardest thing to give up on a trip: comfortable shoes. When you're walking for hours, through cobblestone streets, old staircases, uneven sidewalks, your feet matter, and it makes perfect sense to choose sneakers that promise support, cushion, shock absorption, relief. But here's the issue. Most of the sneakers made for comfort are bulky. They have thick soles, bright colors, heavy rubber outsoles, logo-heavy designs. And when you put them on, along with your carefully chosen outfit, something feels off. You might feel shorter, heavier, less elegant. And while your feet may thank you, your overall silhouette might not. These shoes can visually shorten the legs, especially when worn with dresses, skirts, or wide-leg trousers. They draw the eye downward, interrupting the vertical line of your body. And just like the anti-theft bag and the bucket hat, they shout, I'm practical, but not polished. But you don't have to choose between comfort and elegance. There is a middle ground. Start by looking for streamlined sneakers, ones with a lower profile and minimalist design. A shoe that hugs the foot rather than engulfs it. Soft leather or mesh in neutral tones, white, ivory, nude, beige, or dusty gray, can be surprisingly chic. Avoid bright neon soles, thick color blocking, or heavy tread. Instead, opt for simple stitching, a clean lace-up or slip-on style, and lightweight soles that support without overwhelming. Another great option? Loafers with cushioned insoles. Yes, loafers. Many brands now create walking loafers with hidden arch support and padded footbeds, just as comfortable as sneakers, but far more polished. Even ballet flats with proper insole structure can be ideal if you're not climbing hills or walking all day. Look for ones made from flexible leather with rubber soles and slight heels to avoid foot fatigue. And for travel days that require true comfort but you still want to look pulled together, consider a slip-on travel sneaker. Think of it as a hybrid between an elegant flat and an athletic shoe, supportive, breathable, and surprisingly stylish when paired with a midi skirt or ankle-length pants. When it comes to shoes, tone and texture matter just as much as shape. Soft suede, matte leather, or knit fabric always feel more elevated than synthetic shine or plastic overlays. And remember, the wrong pair of shoes doesn't just affect your outfit, it changes your posture, your confidence, the way you step into the world. So let your shoes work with you. Let them whisper comfort, without shouting practicality. Let them carry you gracefully, not heavily, because you deserve to feel light, elegant, and effortlessly chic, whether you're walking down an alley in Florence or exploring a museum in Paris. And now that our feet feel better, let's move back up and talk about something often overlooked, but always noticed. Your sunglasses. 4. There's something undeniably glamorous about slipping on a pair of sunglasses. They offer mystery, protection, and in just one movement they can transform your entire look. But not all sunglasses flatter us equally, especially after 60. Many women, without realizing it, reach for frames that are bold, bright, or heavily embellished. Red rims, thick white plastic, oversized round lenses with mirrored finishes, or trendy shapes that might be fun, but not always flattering. These choices, while playful, often have a downside. They overpower the face. They draw attention away from your eyes and cheekbones, and they can harden your features or create an unintentional cartoonish effect. Not to mention, they're a classic marker of tourist energy. So let's rethink sunglasses. Let's choose a pair that elevates, not distracts. Start by focusing on shape. The most universally flattering styles for women over 60 are ones that lift the face gently. Cat-eye frames, soft square shapes, or gentle ovals tend to follow the natural angles of the cheekbones, giving a light, upward energy that feels graceful and awake. Avoid frames that are too flat across the top or overly round. These can visually pull the face down or feel dated. Instead, go for curves with subtle structure. Now, let's talk color. Instead of bright red, neon green, or stark white, try earthy neutrals. Tortoiseshell is a timeless favorite. It brings warmth to the skin and softens silver or gray hair beautifully. Other elegant choices: champagne gold, deep olive, warm brown, or even translucent frames in blush or smoky gray. These tones blend into your features, letting your natural beauty shine through, rather than being hidden behind a wall of color. Material also matters. Matte finishes often look more refined than glossy plastic. Thin metal rims or acetate in natural tones can give a lightweight feel without sacrificing presence. And don't forget about lens color. While dark black lenses can sometimes feel too harsh, a soft brown or gradient tint can offer protection while keeping the look gentle and open. If you wear prescription lenses, many opticians now offer photochromic lenses, those that darken in the sun but remain clear indoors. It's a subtle, elegant solution that eliminates the need to constantly switch glasses while traveling. One last tip: fit is everything. Your glasses should rest comfortably on your nose, not slide down or pinch. They should align with your brow line, not overwhelm your forehead or hide your eyebrows. Because a well-fitted pair of sunglasses doesn't just protect your eyes, it frames your soul. It reveals your confidence, and it allows you to walk into the light with ease and elegance. So before your next trip, take a second look at your favorite pair of shades. Are they serving your style or overshadowing it? If it's time for a change, choose with care, choose with softness, and let your sunglasses become the quiet punctuation to your effortless elegance. Now let's move on to something more practical, but just as telling: the way we carry our essentials. Yes, it's time to talk about those dangling phone holders and visible travel wallets. 5. Let's talk about something that seems harmless because it's just so convenient. The phone lanyard, or the visible passport holder worn like a necklace, or the little wallet pouch slung across your chest, sitting awkwardly at the sternum. You've probably seen other travelers wearing them, or maybe you've worn one yourself, especially on days when you're hopping between landmarks needing quick access to tickets, ID, or your hotel keycard. And in theory, they're brilliant. They keep your hands free, they hold what you need, and they give you a sense of security. But in practice, these accessories often become the centerpiece of your outfit for all the wrong reasons. Bright colored cords, plastic clips, logo-heavy holders. And most of all, they disrupt the natural lines of your clothing, pulling focus to one awkward spot, the middle of your chest. They add visual clutter, and instead of blending in, they stand out like a flashing sign that says, "I'm traveling." Please let everyone know. Now, of course, you want to be prepared, you want to be organized, but not at the cost of looking disjointed or, dare I say, slightly chaotic. So how do we find a better balance? Start with interior organization. Choose a beautiful, structured bag, like the elegant alternatives we discussed in Part 1, that includes dedicated compartments for your phone, passport, and essentials. This way, everything is secure and hidden, without needing to be strapped to your chest. If you still want the peace of mind of something close to your body, consider a small leather belt bag or a convertible clutch. Many modern designs allow you to wear them across the body, around the waist, or even carry them as a small purse at dinner. They're sleek, hands-free, and don't shout for attention. You can also explore wristlet wallets, beautiful little leather pieces that hold cards, cash, and even a slim phone. These tuck easily into a day bag, or can be carried alone when you step out in the evening. Another refined option, a discreet neck pouch that slips under your clothing. Some are made of soft silk or breathable cotton, with no visible straps, designed specifically to disappear under a blouse or cardigan. They keep valuables close without disrupting your outfit. And if you must wear a phone lanyard, choose one with a neutral thin strap, perhaps leather or woven cord. Avoid neon colors, thick plastic clips, or oversized branding. Let it feel like part of your jewelry, not a security tag. Because here's the thing, elegance isn't just about how something looks, it's about how it feels. And a tangled strap bouncing against your chest never feels calm. As women over 60, we've earned the right to move through life with grace and intention. Every accessory we wear should support that, not pull us away from it. So the next time you reach for that travel lanyard or visible pouch, pause and ask yourself, is this solving a problem or creating one? Let's choose accessories that bring harmony, that simplify without shouting, that serve you and elevate you. And now that we've covered all the small but mighty details, it's time to bring everything together. Let's wrap this journey up with a warm and empowering conclusion, because elegance, after all, isn't something you pack. It's something you carry within. Traveling is one of life's great joys, especially after 60. We've spent decades caring for others, building lives, nurturing families, and now finally we get to explore the world not just with our eyes, but with wisdom, grace, and presence. But elegance doesn't have to stay at home while we travel. In fact, it's the perfect companion. It shows up in the choices we make, not just in what we wear, but how we carry ourselves. Not in the number of pockets we have, but in the calm, confident way we walk into a cafe or stroll through a garden in a city we've never seen before. When we let go of the loud, bulky, or overly practical accessories and replace them with items that feel light, intentional, and quietly beautiful, something shifts. We no longer look like tourists trying to navigate the world. We look like women who belong wherever they are, because elegance at this age isn't about impressing others. It's about feeling completely at home in your own skin. So whether you're walking down a Parisian boulevard or boarding a train through Tuscany, let your accessories reflect the life you've lived. Rich in experience, full of taste, and beautifully refined. You don't need to wear a sign that says, "I'm traveling." Your energy already says, "I'm present, I'm curious, and I'm proud of who I've become." Thank you for joining me. And wherever your next journey takes you, may it be full of wonder, light steps, and timeless beauty.